Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Everyday Black Man Podcast, a podcast for authentic black male thoughts. I am Riker, and I'm joined by R. Reed and Armstead. Follow us on Twitter at EVYD Black Men, Instagram at Everyday Black Men, and Facebook at the Everyday Black Men Facebook page. Now let's start the show.
Suck his dick.
Whoa, what is up with you and starting every podcast with some very suspect lines?
Suspect, bro. It's only natural, bro. You know, sexuality is nothing but a spectrum.
Nigga, that is not for you to repeat. That is not for you to repeat. That is for somebody else. You let them people have their thing, their moment.
I started for Childish Gambino. That's cool. I'm playing Switch while we're doing this. Found a game I like. I don't know yet. I'm trying
He's not gonna keep it. He gonna have this shit till the PS5 drop. Once the PS5 drop, this nigga's gonna slowly sell it to somebody on Facebook Market like a smart nigga. But welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the podcast.
Welcome to the podcast. Starring Armstead, R. Reed, and the guy that nobody really knows too much about, Riker.
Oh wow.
First, you say the star name first, okay? You gotta say.
I just say the star's name first.
Is this what you guys are calling it? Okay. All right. Well, all this childishness that I'm going to just immediately cut out of the podcast aside.
No, we all know that I'm not the star. I'm just the guy in the background.
No, we are all equally stars. I've gotten comments from all of our fans on each single person. Even the Black Libertarian was a star that made people think about things. Yes, even him. So if the Black Libertarian can make people think about something, even though we still have to get Kai versus the Black Libertarian on a podcast. So let us know when that's going to happen, R. Reed. I know you'll set it up.
I mean, that can happen whenever.
All right. Well, whenever you're ready to set it up, Armstead, since now you're taking ownership, let's do that. But
I'm not taking ownership. I'm just saying, they're both all you gotta do is just, hey, you guys want to come in this podcast? Black Libertarian, I don't know how busy he is, but I'm pretty sure Kai is always available.
Have you been listening to his podcast?
I mean, no. I listened to the entire first episode. I didn't get to the second one yet. The first episode is fine. They're at the start of a podcast, so they're trying to figure out how things are going. Like for the Black Libertarian, he has, I guess, one way of doing things. His co-hosts are kind of different. I don't even remember his co-host name, to be completely 100% honest. But they kind of rushed a little bit at the beginning, and towards the middle, they kind of got more of their footing. And then the fact that they were taking almost like callers, I think that makes their podcast a little bit better. Because one of those girls came in and just gave them the business. And it's like, that's kind of what y'all need. Because before that, it just sounded like three... Yeah, she gave all of them the business. She was like, yeah, basically, y'all say y'all Black Libertarians, but are you for 100% freedom? So if I want to throw my pussy out there and just do that, are you 100% behind it? They had to just shut the fuck up. I mean, either you're for 100% freedom or you're not. So it just is what it is. But she brought some much needed feminine energy into their podcast, because before it sounded like three grumpy old men. And that's not a podcast that people are really going to listen to, because we've already got that. And we've got into more interesting flavors, like I'm a bitch Joe Budden, or I'm a great guy Joe Rogan. I mean, we've got both spectrums of Joes. So you kind of need to have a little bit of a balance. One of the things that I think we do here at Everyday Black Men so well is that we do have, different opinions. I don't always agree with Armstead. Armstead doesn't always agree with R. Reed. R. Reed doesn't always agree with Riker. And sometimes we're all over the place about our special guests, like Lady Godiva today.
Hey, what's up? What's going on? I haven't had a chance to introduce myself to anybody. Y'all haven't even introduced.
Yeah, because women can't talk till men say they can.
That's also not true.
Well, you have permission to speak, sir.
Oof.
You don't pay attention very well, do you?
No. What she said is, I am a woman, and I'm not going to take no shit from no man. That's actually the secret.
The eye of a tiger.
Okay. All right, Carol Baskin.
Oh,
you gotta hear me.
We got some singers on here. Is that what's going on?
R. Reed can blow. You ain't hear him blow?
R. Reed likes to sing.
Hit him them notes.
It may or may not be good or great, but every now and then he does have a good one.
Know why,
like I think the one where part of Bohemian Rhapsody, that was a good, I think, little 3-note progression thing. But I could be biased, but that doesn't mean that I'm wrong. Ooh. Oh God!
To make you cry.
Riker, that was you. That was Riker's bad note. I can tell.
No, that was not. That was not mine at all. That was actually 100% R. Reed. That was 100% R. Reed.
'Cause
But
nothing even matters.
in terrible singers aside,
Yeah. Okay.
75% of black business owners have seen an increase since June, but the media isn't saying anything about it. R. Reed, what do you say to that?
The media is racist. Don't give a fuck about you. Only if they trying to use you to get their vote in November to get Joe Biden and hopefully Karen Bass. I actually turned around. I like Karen Bass, bro.
You like Karen Bass now?
I like Karen Bass now.
Holy shit! Look at
Why?
God.
Why exactly do you like
She's
her?
like a black Elizabeth Warren.
Exactly. She is a black Elizabeth Warren. And hopefully, Joe Biden will decide that 2 years into it that he's going to retire, and we can, have some fresh blood in there, and then maybe she'll do something like get Bernie Sanders in some sort of a executive, position, and people can have to eat a whole dick on that because fuck you guys for how y'all treated this man. I'm not saying, as we talked about several times, I'm not saying Bernie Sanders is the best candidate. What I am saying is that Bernie Sanders will do more for your black ass than any of these other politicians because he cares about the people, and you are simply one of the people.
I like Bernie Sanders, so you know me. I'm all
Oh, I do know you. I know you maybe a little too well, know you, but yes, I
bro. It's one
100%
time.
agree.
Get over it.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about, but what I can say is
You know
that
what you're talking about.
I have no idea what you're talking about, nigga. Help me
I'm saying
understand.
I mean, I don't know what y'all talking about, but you know, because he said you know.
I mean,
So
a nigga can
I
say
don't know why this
anything.
man would lie. I don't know why he would lie.
I mean, I know plenty of reasons why this nigga would lie. One, because it makes really good comedy, and two, because he's a nigga. So let's not forget that. But we will go ahead and head into the next section, which is music, my favorite. And don't worry, there will be some hoes in this house in the nigga I'm disappointed and the nigga I'm proud segment of today. But at first off, I wanted to say I listened to Amine's Limbo, and I think it's pretty good. I think people saying that it's album of the year is a little bit premature, but I think with standouts like Burden, Roots, Can't Decide, Compensating, which Young Thug does great Young Thug on, and Pressure in My Palms, he has definitely made a really, really good album. And it's nice to see that Amine does not rush. I think his little tribute, well, not little,
Don't
his
rush.
tribute, exactly. Good one. I like that, Armstead. That was good. That was good. I think his tribute to Kobe, although it was short, was pretty meaningful because I think for a lot of young people, they don't remember. They remember Kobe like we remember Michael Jordan. And like if Michael Jordan had died shortly after he left the league, that would have crushed us and also forced us to grow up. Because it's not till you start seeing your stars die that you like, damn, I am getting old. So for the 20-year-olds, I can understand how they could see Kobe as that. And I'm glad that he did throw a shout out to him. For the next person, Gashi, 1984, this is something I'll read you need to listen to because this is that 80s weekend vibes off this whole thing. He didn't even really rap, to be honest. The standouts for this were
It did
Don't
a
Kill
lot
Me.
of singing. No, it did a lot of this. So it did a lot of that.
Yeah, but with more 80s synth sounds. But yeah, kind of like
Yeah.
that. Kind of like
I
that.
ain't got no sense.
Yeah, I know. We ain't got no sense. Why don't we need to pay an intern to start bringing in synth sounds when we need them. That would be awesome.
Intern, bring it down.
Exactly. Intern, put it on in the background. We don't have interns, ladies and gentlemen. We're just, we're speaking it into existence. One day we'll have an intern to lay down stuff, or we'll hire a DJ, or both. Maybe
Just
we
shout
have a
out to
on my
you.
legacy.
Well, no, I'm just saying maybe we hire DJ All Might. We get big enough.
Yo, I see DJ All Mike talking all the time. Then he added me. He figured out who I was on Instagram, which my Instagram is about as dead as it can be because I just can't get into it.
Mm.
Ooh, wow. Is it something
I feel him.
Instagram did?
I don't like Instagram. I just don't like it.
But you like?
But
Well,
he
you know
likes
what?
Snapchat.
Yeah.
Well, no, he's a king on Snapchat. This nigga be snapping every 30 fucking seconds.
He
In
likes
fact, you probably,
Snapchat, but
yeah.
I
He
don't know.
does. He does. But getting back to Gashi, Don't Kill Me, Mama, Upset, Mr. Ferrari, and Don't OD were some of the standouts from that. So if you really like the 80s sounds, definitely give Gashi a listen. He does not get enough credit. And he has fought hard to get into the industry and get a deal and do stuff. If you ever want to, you can look up Gashi Hello Yassine. That's Yassine. He's got a great breakdown of all the bullshit that Gashi went through to get on. and it's a lot. This man has been through trials and tribulations, almost broke into the industry twice before he finally broke in. So if you ever want a story of why never to give up on your dreams, Gashi is your man, and he does put out good music. Next up, Lil Key, Trapped in Cleveland 3. Trapped in Cleveland 3 Trapped in Cleveland was a series of mixtapes by Lil Key after his, of course, debut project that a lot of people talked about, Long Live Mexico. And Trapped in Cleveland 3, I thought was actually fucking fantastic. I did not think that this Young Thug clone was going to come out with something that I was actually going to like. But I listened to the project 3 times, and I just...
How many songs on it?
About 19, I'd want to say. About 19, 18, something like that. Oh. But it's really, really fucking good, man. I mean...
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Lil Key, Trapped in Cleveland 3.
You know, that Mexico one wasn't good, so I'm gonna listen to that one because
you didn't like Long Live Mexico? Like I hated it the first time. I'm gonna tell you that. I'll be 100%.
Okay.
But I went back and listened to it, and I just was like, you know what? The problem is we were expecting. You remember his first mixtape? We were expecting that shit on Long Live Mexico. He went a completely different way with stuff, and I think he's gone completely different in Trapped in Cleveland 3, and that's really what I like so much about the whole project is that it sounds like he's really getting into his sound. The standouts for this were Intro, Fox 5, Wavy Remix, Don't Stop, and Trap Atlanta. Like it definitely was pretty good. I think the Future one is pretty good, but I was on the line for it. Even though Future did the new thing that he's starting to do where he talks about how whoever the current artist is that he's featuring on, how that nigga's got, tons and tons of hits. I kind of do like this. It's showing that Future is kind of turning over a leaf and becoming more of more someone who's trying to help out the younger generation, which is really nice to see. It's nice to see Future maturing into that role. So definitely, also Grandparents was also another one that was on the line. But definitely, if you like Young Thug clones, then you will definitely like Lil Key Trapped in Cleveland 3, or at least part of it, because I think this man's done some pretty good shit. And it's sad that we won't be able to see him perform live anytime soon, because I'm sure his fucking concerts go bananas. But last but not least, this exactly. Master P, No Limit Chronicles, Lost Tapes.
You wasting time on that shit.
I know that's exactly what you were going to say.
Don't even waste your time. That's fucked up.
But this is actually a really good fucking album.
You're not just saying that, are you?
I guess it's more of a mixtape, to be honest. But I think he did a really good job with kind of making sure that all the songs, none of them are longer than 3 minutes and some change. So just enough of it for him to rap, enough of it for both of his guests, or features, I should say, to rap, and then the song's over. And it just kind of progresses through that. He has an entire track at the end called Say Your Name, dedicated to Breonna Taylor. He talks a lot of really good music industry shit. I think his song, what is the song called? Cook It Up with Pee Wee Longway. It's really good, although it makes me wonder why we haven't heard more Pee Wee Longway. Not sure if that's a thing or if it's not a thing.
Pee Wee Longway got a lot of stuff out, bro. It'd be mixtapes, though.
I mean, I guess you're right. But no, I mean, it makes me want to album by Pee Wee Longway. Like, it makes me want to be like, hey, man, go to the studio, Master P, put this nigga on, get this nigga like 30 beats, let him make some songs, and let's just see what shit actually, hits the fucking wall and sticks. But the standouts for this are real ones. Make It Out, Rari, Cook Up, and of course, Say Her Name. Overall, you're going to listen to the project and you're going to be like, I actually was way better than what I gave it credit for. Because when I first saw people talking about it, I was like, you niggas got to be out your fucking minds if you think this Master P is going to be good. And then I listened to it, I was like, oh shit, this is good. I am so fucking surprised. Because I thought this was going to be like that soundtrack for his movie that he did, what was that, last year? And everyone was like, oh man, the movie is not that funny. But
I was about to say, you mean you got the hookup too?
Yeah, I got the hookup too. Yeah. The movie itself was decent, but the soundtrack, mostly mixed, let's be honest. It was like a nigga throwing up a whole bunch of fucking threes and making like 2 out of 21. But this one actually does bang. It actually is a good project. And it's smart enough to realize that Master P don't need no 4-minute songs. I want to hear one verse from you, one verse for the nigga on the
My
feature.
name Master P. I come from the streets. I used
Exactly.
to sell dope. Count 2, 3.
Oh,
Exactly. That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear.
Don't make me break you off, son.
Y'all ain't shit, but that's exactly how it went. Moving on into singles, I'm actually going to cover the second single before the first, because the first is going to lead us into the next thing, which is Russ came out with a single Still. Good beat selection shows that Russ is still continuing to grow as a white man who sometimes gets thought of as if he's black, even though he is not. Russ is very, very white, but his fan base is very, very loyal, and that's the only thing that matters. Because Russ, sorry, I don't know why I said Rush, but Russ has gone from making nothing to making $250,000 off just streaming alone. He is literally the case of, if you get your day one niggas to support you and then get their friends to support you and basically build a pyramid scheme, you can make a lot of money, because that's literally what Russ has done. And he's smart enough to preach to other white people that you guys need to be respectful of hip hop culture, even though he's profiting the motherfucker off of it, because, do as I say, not as I do. But good job, Russ. Good single. Looking forward to your album. I mean, There's a Wolf Outside was definitely, I think, one of the better projects of the year it came out in. And
you talking to him. I don't want to listen to his album. But whatever.
Hey, man. It's
But
okay.
whatever.
It's okay. I don't expect you to listen to everything, but that's just kind of how it goes. So the next is, of course, the very famous single by Cardi Cosby and Megan Thee Stallion, WAP.
Megan she no stallion no more. She a mayor because she got shot in the foot. So
well, this single took place before she
She's
became
wounded.
Megan the mayor, and on top of that, unlike Cardi Cosby, she didn't assault niggas. So I'm going to give her.
The story's out. You heard that story that she may have beat up little Tory innocent lanes.
Until we have the cops drop the things against him, I'm not going to say anything, all right? But once we have a story cleared one way or another, then we will judge people the way that we normally do. But as of right now, it's Cardi Cosby and Megan Thee Stallion. WAP, or Wet Ass Pussy, as most people know the song.
I didn't listen to it.
I did. I find the sample to be a little annoying, but it doesn't impact the overall song. I mean, it's just a song about
I thought
women.
the song was whack.
Wow. A woman
I mean,
thought
the song itself, it was just like, what? Like, the beat, the way it was going, I think they could have done better.
Well, they're female rappers. How could they do?
They could have done better. That
collab
could have been better.
Yeah,
Megan Thee Stallion can rap, to me. I like it. She has like a UGK feel to me. She could have done better. Both of them, they could have done better. I was just
so it sounds like you're more so disappointed with Megan's verse, because I don't think you ever expected anything from Cardi B.
Yes,
Cardi B.
Cardi B,
Okay.
alright,
Exactly. Cardi B, I thought was actually, I know it's going to be a controversial statement. I think Cardi B had the better verse as far as how it sounds.
I was disappointed.
Okay, all right. Well, in that case, then.
And I'm with Megan Thee Stallion, but she messed me up with that song. So
I'm actually surprised to hear a woman say that. I've heard nothing but praises across all the timelines. So to hear you say that you were disappointed by how Megan Thee Stallion did was definitely different than what I thought I was going to hear. So
I love the fact that you're fair.
I don't know who wrote the verse or whatever. Yeah, I don't know who wrote the verse or whatever, but I didn't.
There were some below average ass verses, but we grade women on a different schedule. I mean, a different.
Well, it's not that we grade women on a different schedule. It's that men and women aren't in competition. So if you're a woman rapper, you're only going against women rappers. So I mean, it's not going to be hard for you to do well, or it's not going to be hard for you to be mediocre, and it's not going to be hard for you to be terrible, because there's plenty of people that you're basically going up against. I mean, we can count on our hands the amount of women rappers that are really great. And I mean, besides Jean Grey, No Name.
Hey man, that one girl come and get that bread, get that head, then leave. She's gonna be the number one rapper.
Who is that?
Who was that?
I don't know her damn name. I just heard that damn song. Get that bread, get that head, then leave. Prostitute you need to see. You see. I'm just kidding. That's how the song go. But it's just like get that bread, get that head, then leave. don't know how to.
Oh yeah. I forget who it is, but I heard that as well. I mean, yeah, it's different. All jokes aside, I mean, it's kind of a single that wasn't made for men. So I need all the fellas to get out their feelings over it. I mean,
it's a man on that song too, if I'm not mistaken.
what man? Oh, you mean who wrote it or made the beat?
No, it's a man on the song.
Yeah, the sample.
I thought it was a nigga rapping, but okay.
No. It's I forget what the song is, but it's the song where the guy says, "There's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in this house."
Okay, we both didn't listen to this damn song, so I guess I really can't.
Yeah.
I don't like her voice. It's high pitched.
This nigga said, "Ugh." Oh yeah. So the song was taken from the '93 classic "Whores in This House," the Baltimore club remix by Frank Ski.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's where it originally was taken from.
Fun.
Which "Whores in This House"? Yeah. Oh, then again, this is Baltimore. I'm like, how did somebody make an entire song where literally the only lyrics are "There's some whores in this house. There's some whores in this house. There's some whore." But then again, I forgot this is Baltimore, where women want to be verbally assaulted before they decide to copulate. So it is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. Nothing against you.
My baby mama's family from Baltimore. Now how they live in Baltimore. It's an interesting place.
I was gonna say, really? I thought it was from New York.
Yeah, they from New York, but New Yorkers move out.
Yeah. Eventually, the rent get too high.
Yeah, the rent get too high. I don't know how they're gonna keep playing that game. Even the white kids moving now.
I mean, they gonna keep playing the game because really they want New York to become the billionaire paradise with terrible food.
Okay. That's me.
But we'll see how it goes. Do you guys want me to do my back in my day review this week or go straight into the meat and potatoes?
Oh no, I want to hear Godiva talk to. Oh, hold on. What's the album first?
Chamillionaire, Ultimate Victory.
Oh no, you can skip his ass.
See, now I gotta go into the album.
That song? I'm in love with my mind. Big swingers and dough, 20 inches.
No, that's his first album, The Sound of Revenge.
I love that album. And that's the only song I know off it.
Okay.
But I still like that hook. That beat is that beat. I remember that beat. That that's a classic, bro. That's a classic beat that they gonna play that through the years and the ages.
I mean, actually, Ultimate Victory gets more of a commercial success as well. Well, not commercial success. Gets more of a commercial critical acclaim than its first one, Sound of Revenge.
What was the single on that album? Was that the one that You See Me Riding?
No, that was again from Sound of Revenge.
No, that wasn't. That could have been Riding
Dirty.
Yeah, that was Sound of Revenge. That was the first album.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why people didn't think that Ultimate Victory was going to go anywhere, because with him coming off of an album full of fucking ringtone hits and street hits and shit that people really kind of wanted to listen to. So they're like, oh, this album's going to be trash. On top of that, he made the entire album Ultimate Victory as a response to Bill O'Reilly saying hip hop people are not talented, which is why they have to use profanity. So the entire album features no profanity. So it was, again, a secondary handicap he was putting on himself, and he still managed to make an album that went gold and contained no profanity. It debuted at number 8 on the U.S. Billboard 200, which says a lot for a nigga in 2007.
Hey, Will Smith makes songs without.
Yeah, I was just about to say Will Smith did it.
No, Will Smith did do it, and Will Smith did it very well. But to say that Will Smith grew up in a different era would be an understatement. Will Smith grew up in an era where, you had actually successful women groups that were right there with the male groups, and it was all about peace, love, and positivity. That is not how it is today, nor was that how it was in 2007. But the standouts I thought from Ultimate Victory were Morning News, Standing Ovation, Innocent Groupie, I Think I Love You, The Evening News, and The Ultimate Victory. These were all songs I thought that really captured it. Because the overall thing of Ultimate Victory is he's basically telling on the industry while at the same time also inspiring you to do things. Lyrics such as, they haven't found Big and Pox killers. They got winded and took a breather because, they never found anything related to either of them niggas being killed, was another thing where he just kind of was hitting at the industry, hitting at how fake the industry is, and hitting at how many people are basically only in the industry while you're hot. And the moment that there's a hotter person, they move on to someone else, which is what the song Industry Groupie's about. I Think I Love You is about money and how the relationship of money goes with people who marry it and they get really mad about it and they get really, distrustful of others. And eventually it ends in their untimely demise. Evening News being about how bullshit the evening news is because we're all supposed to believe this shit. But he was telling niggas back then, you can't trust these media niggas. And Ultimate Victory was just about him basically coming off, the Sound of Revenge, saying that this is how he was going to celebrate. This was his ultimate victory. He kind of felt bad for people like Christina Aguilera and Britney Spears and Eminem because of how much the media had made it to where they couldn't live their lives anymore. Like Chamillionaire, he's from Texas. He could still go outside and do things. Eminem at the same time in 2007 really couldn't go anywhere. And Britney Spears after that whole, going crazy thing.
Yeah, she cut all the hair off her head.
Breakdown.
Exactly. The media was fucking her up completely. So it's just it's an album from a very different time. If you want to go back and listen to something that's still true today, Chamillionaire Ultimate Victory is definitely something that you should give a shot and listen to it. You're right. It is Chamillionaire. I don't know why I keep saying Chamillionaire, but
yeah, you said it a couple times before I corrected you.
Hey man, it is what it is, and ain't what it is.
I mean, I knew what he was saying.
I knew what the fuck he meant. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I knew what he meant.
You know what the fuck he mean, y'all.
You know what the fuck he talking about.
I appreciate that the two of you have my back.
But we let this album fuck up a couple times.
Hey man, sometimes that's how it is. But I think it stands the test of time 13 years later. But on to the nigga.
Isn't he super rich now?
Well, he started working for a company that basically became really big. So I wouldn't say that he's super rich, but he's rich enough. And he also, ironically, learned a lot from Master P because he saw what Master P did with that whole get your money, then get out the game thing, and he did the same thing. Although he really wish his third album, Venom, had ever been released because it might have been a classic, but we'll never know because it was never released. It was shelved, and he kind of did, other stuff. He released a couple things. I think the last thing he did was like a feature in 2015. But he, kind of phased out and became more on the A&R record label side. So,
If I ever get a chance, go watch his Michael Jordan interaction. That's hilarious. Fucking old rap
niggas. Look at Michael Jackson
interaction.
Jordan.
Chamillionaire and Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah, he told the story. I think it was him who told the story. Like, Michael Jordan ain't fucking no rap nigga. But Michael Jordan is a very different person than people realize, though.
Oh, yeah. Michael Jordan is a nigga who's only about what's going to make him money. He doesn't really give a shit about anyone else that's, whatever. But if you like gambling, he'll be your best friend.
Yeah, he's a conservative. Now I want to say super. He's an old school Blue Dog Democrat. I would just say that's about right.
Yeah, he's a Southern Democrat through and through.
Yeah.
He's for things when it makes sense, but he's more so for less change and more just kind of a little bit of social mobility for people who are willing to work hard. Because he looks back at himself, and I mean, Michael Jordan worked his ass off. I mean, you saw it if you watched The Last Dance, and if you didn't watch The Last Dance, punch yourself in the face.
Watch it on Netflix. It's on Netflix.
Exactly. Watch it on Netflix. We know all you niggas got a Netflix account because everybody bootleg or got a auntie, uncle. Exactly. Well, no, Netflix actually makes it as part of their thing, which is why it's been so funny for them because Netflix in the pandemic, you would think that they would be doing okay, but they've actually surged in the amount of people that have a Netflix account that's active. So the pandemic's been probably the best thing to happen to Netflix, while their competitors, Hulu and Disney Plus, are doing okay. Netflix has done bananas.
Disney Plus is trash. I keep telling people that.
I know, but what I'm saying is, on paper, Disney Plus was supposed to destroy everything. On paper, we were concerned about it and how they're going to do things, but it's just from a slow, sluggish UI to shitty sort of user interface to terrible account management. Disney Plus has been a titanic failure as far as what they were supposed to do on paper. Whereas Netflix has just kept streamlining their UI, figure out how to make it to where people can easily get back into content if they, accidentally back out. Make it to where everything is straight up front, testing things out, getting more interesting things, and basically throwing as much money to grab exclusives as possible. So it's
My
just been
whole
really
argument
interesting to
against
watch.
Disney Plus is when I thought that like you'll like it at first, and then you'll realize nostalgia's dead, and all these shits for kids. What the fuck am I gonna watch?
Well, that's the thing about it is it's not really aimed at you. It's aimed at your children. But then again, why am I paying for something that my child's, mother will pay for?
I ain't paying for this shit. My daughter,
Exactly.
she likes Hulu. She's watching MHA now, and she was like, "Why
You're
did you tell me
you're
about
raising her right, bro. You're raising her. MHA. If she's like an MHA and she's watching that, then you've done everything. You've done everything the right way. I mean,
watching it in English?" But whatever.
okay. Oh man, that's always gonna be a pet peeve of ours.
I tried.
But I mean, hey, nigga, as long as you tried.
I
I
think
mean,
that she gonna have to when she catch up. She gonna have to start watching in Japanese because
she's gonna have to start watching in Japanese, or she's gonna have to start reading. One of the two. Either way, it's a win for you.
I got her on that in Hakuya.
Oh man, they had a legendary run with Hakuya.
They came back. They just had a season in January.
I know, but that's the final season in January.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, it's over.
I didn't know. I ain't watched it yet.
Well, you ain't watched it yet, but yeah, it's the end of all things. Like, eventually it was going to have to end, and they ended it on a high note.
Okay, I don't want to know.
I mean, I wouldn't ruin it for you. I mean, that's been you and Armstead's thing, and I mean, it's actually good to see that you guys do enjoy a nice slice of life.
Yeah, because I can't watch Food Wars.
Well, I mean, Food Wars isn't really a slice of life. I think it's slice of slight perv, but that's between, people who watch it.
I guess.
Well, I mean, Food Soma's not bad, but so much of it is about, oh my God, this tastes so good. It makes me want to. It's like, all right, nigga, calm that shit down. Exactly. Just calm the shit down. Like, nigga, I've had food that's good, but I'm sorry. As much as people lie and be like, this food tastes better than sex, it does not. It's never going to taste better than sex. It's just, that's the lie we tell people to make them feel good. So, ladies, if your husband, boyfriend, fiance, whatever told you that your food tastes good and it's better than sex, he lied. Is what it is.
Probably.
Ain't what it ain't. But we reached the nigga I'm disappointed of the week. And disappointed niggas being mad with women who are not bothered. If you don't know, Cardi Cosby and Megan Thee Stallion released a banger of a track called WAP. And many fake conservative men had problems with it. Now, this is not aimed at the true conservatives because, they would never listen to such filth or sexually suggestive visuals. Side note, Matthew 28. But I say unto you that every one of you who looketh on a woman to lust after her hath committed adultery with her already in his heart. But you niggas don't hear St. Matthew. But back on point, I got into a discussion. This is Riker again with DJ All Might, and we discussed this on Twitter, which you should be following us at EVYD Black Men. We release good shit all the time, and that's how you can know whenever we release a new episode, and you can engage with us because we enjoy talking to our fans. Shout out to In the Lounge. Shout out to Red Herring, shout out to Kira, shout out to Veganish, shout out to everybody. I mean, you niggas are always talking to us and we appreciate everything. And, sometimes y'all catch us in something, sometimes we catch y'all on something, but, it is what it is. But back on topic, men, we have had our anthems from Slob on My Knob, like Corn on the Cob, Check In With Me, and Do Your Job, to Tip Drill, to literally everything that Future's made, because Future is the most memed rapper because of us, because of men. I mean, literally, there's never been a nigga who rose to meme status faster than Future. But if you want to keep it 100 or keep it 1,000, just say that you don't like women screaming that they want to be hoes, because if given the chance, everyone on this call, maybe not Lady Godiva, would sleep with Cardi B or Megan Thee Stallion if given a chance. I mean, because if you get that baby, nigga, child support.
Because they would make terrible parents.
I don't know that for certain, because I mean, I can assume that, but I don't know that for certain. But yeah, I mean, look, WAP aside, this is women's sex anthem. Regardless of how you feel about it, just let them have it. Like, so many guys came out here with their own think pieces, which I have to tell y'all, that is the most feminist shit that y'all could do, is come out with think pieces because a women wrote a song. What happened to, what was that, like 3 weeks ago, where we were telling women that they need to stop just writing think pieces on dumb, petty bullshit if they're not going to do the same thing for when it happens to guys, because everyone was like, y'all were joking about Megan Thee Stallion getting shot in the foot. But y'all were also joking about that nigga who didn't want to argue with his girlfriend who then shot him and he almost died. For her, yes, it's an injury, but she going to recover. This nigga might be dead already because he's not going to get the kind of
You
attention.
saw the one where the guy got hit by the car?
Oh, I saw that one too. That one, again, more bullshit. And you didn't hear not one single thing from feminist Twitter about how women really need to stop doing this kind of thing and how this is unbecoming.
I gave you 15 years, and like, bitch, you could have been left. That's on you. You stayed with him. What you talking about? Even if he did cheat, like, he just don't deserve to die.
Exactly. Cheating does not mean that you deserve to die. The same way that if a woman cheats on you, nigga, you need to let it go. Don't come here and murder her, bro. Like,
Yeah, bro, because they all belong to the streets unless you know otherwise.
You mean unless you can prove otherwise?
No.
Not just know. You got to prove. But the problem here is, guys, I'm just going to be 100% real with y'all. Y'all and your goddamn feelings. And as men, you need to stop that shit, all right? I don't give a shit if this song says, suck every other nigga's dick that you see. Let them have it. This is their anthem. If they want to be whores, hoes, whatever, this is for them to decide. We're not in competition with women. Let the hoes hoe on. Let the women who are just enjoying a chance to pop their pussy do that. But I've never seen men turn around and hate on an anthem that was going to get them pussy so goddamn fast. I mean, some of y'all, I know y'all are doing it because secretly y'all are in the closet. And nigga, it's 2020. You can come out the closet and get off the team because you're not really on our team. You switching teams. But for the rest of us, tighten your shit up, nigga. Like, I get it. DJ All-Might had a big point in saying that, hey, man, I don't like the song. These are my reasons for not liking the song. This is why I consider it to be annoying because I'm going to have to play the song. And I feel that, bro. It sucks. But you're a DJ. Do your goddamn job. Play what's going to get these women twerking. That's what we came here for. We came here to have women twerk on us. It's a party. It's a party. It's a party. Hey. So you're just going to have to eat it. You're going to have to cringe as you play it and see these women dropping all kinds of low stuff. But if this is the song that's going to get her in the mood, I'm sorry, my nigga. Just take it. Just take the L so that you can take the bigger win.
Without the L, you can't spell life.
Exactly. But how did you feel, Lady Godiva, about all of this? Because
wait, I didn't hear that people were angry about women enjoying the song.
Okay, so a lot of the fake conservatives came out and said, this is why we don't have any really great women who are MCs, and we don't have women, y'all celebrating this whoreness is why black women aren't treated. And it's like, I mean, I don't believe that.
I don't believe that either. I don't believe that because, I mean, sex sells. I think that these people who are so angry are fake. Like, no one's angry about a woman hitting splits the way. Like, come on now. Everybody enjoyed the freaking video. I enjoyed the freaking video. I thought the song was whack, but I was too busy watching everything else, so I don't understand why people are mad. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Also, no one really listens to, like, a good MC, female MC. No one really hears them. Like,
because there aren't that many. But
like other women aren't listening to, like, oh, she was banging, she went hard. Like, people listen to male MCs. They don't really listen to that. We listen to R&B. We listen to the slow jams and the sex songs and things like that. Nobody do it.
We made the same thing for women's sports. Like, people complain that people don't watch women's sports or whatever, and that they're not supported. But we're like, why don't you watch it? Of course, you're gonna get male attention with females talking about being whores, because men. An idea of a whore is good, but an actual whore is kind of like,
It just depends on what you can put up with. Because for a lot of men, they say they could put up with a whore, but when they found out this girl done slayed the whole goddamn Atlanta Falcons team, you look at her very differently.
Yeah, but she's still fucking with you, though. You know what I mean? There's a little bit of something about that to it. Maybe that's just my ego thing.
No, you exactly. You think, look, if I can get a girl who had the opportunity to be with niggas in peak edition, I'm fine. And I think there's a slight touch of that. But I think a lot of times when men are younger or much older than we are right now in their late 40s, in which, don't worry, in the lounge, guys, you'll get it when you get it. When men are much younger or much older, basically when men are in their 20s or their 40s, they tend to be much more conservative. One, because younger niggas think that they can get literally anyone and they don't feel like they should have to settle. And older niggas basically are mad because half of their dicks don't work. And once niggas' dicks don't work, they suddenly become the most conservative niggas since Clarence Thomas. But
every nigga I know who is conservative got real dick problems. Crazy.
It is, man. It's absolutely crazy. It's almost like God came through and was like, all right, well, being conservative one way or another. But this whole thing with how people are trying to be like, oh, well, women did whatever. I'm like, y'all saw this play out in real time with Cardi B. When she made Be Careful, people said that was one of the worst songs ever. It was basically a song about a woman getting cheated on and feeling all the emotions and whatever. And women was like, I can't pop my pussy to this. So she went right back on point. Like, I can't be mad at her for doing that. And she actually laid out that argument on Twitter too. And people would like, oh, but No Name, and No Name was like, first off, I've made several references to sucking dick. I like doing that. Keep my name out your mouth. And it's like, women rappers like sex just like the rest of us. They just don't rap about their pussies as much, but that don't mean that they're not getting down. I mean, there's a lot of people in the world right now, and every single one of these people came from people fucking. Just keep that in mind.
I just don't want to hear her about not talking about I ain't getting no Grammy for this goddamn song. That's all I care about.
What if she does get a Grammy though?
Then I already think they're kind of worthless anyway. So whatever.
Until there's one sitting on your shelf.
Whoa, man, and it's special.
Exactly. Grammy's worthless until it's sitting on your.
Just like when we get the do the podcast community have something like that?
The podcast community doesn't, but I mean, we really should make one. We should make like a best new artist category. We should be up there for that, of course. Best black podcast. We should be up for that, of course. And we need to start something like that. I think
I thought we was already up there on that.
I mean, no, we're on a list, but we're talking about like an official like group of people who actually listen to a bunch of podcasts and rank everything, not people just picking their favorites. Although we're glad to hear that we're a favorite of so many. We put in countless hours.
Yeah, we
of
was
work.
above Oprah.
Yeah, we was above Oprah, although that list was not based on ranking. But our read's never gonna let it die. Never,
Yeah, we beat
never
Oprah.
gonna let it die.
Yeah, a win is a win.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a win is a win. I will give you that.
Are we gonna give Oprah anything for supporting Breonna Taylor with those billboards?
I mean, I will give Oprah this about time, but I think the fact that she did this for Breonna Taylor was good, and overall, we should encourage more niggas with money to do the kind of thing. Because I mean, if I had the money Oprah did, I would have had fucking billboards up for Ray Shard on every goddamn part of Atlanta. Like you couldn't think and not think about that case. Because that police officer actually left the state to go on vacation. They still have not revoked that nigga's bail yet. Which, if your black ass did that, R. Reed Armstead, or even you, Lady Godiva, they would have said, "Oh, your bail is revoked. You must go back to jail." But that nigga suddenly got to do that and didn't have no problems. So again, these are your politicians, people. These are your politicians. They work for you, and you need to hold them to the standard that they set for everyone else. So I don't give a fuck if y'all don't agree with the police officer or y'all feel sorry for him. Fuck him. Fuck his family. That nigga needs to be in jail right now because he violated his fucking bail bond agreement. But next, in our much loved segment on relationships, we've got the Panther Sugar Mama story. So a man loves his girl, Armstead. He wants to marry her, but Panther Sugar Mama's offering bands. For white listeners, that's thousands of dollars to come see her, and even more if they have intercourse. Lady Godiva, what should he do? Panther Sugar Mama.
Panther Sugar Mama. Now,
yes.
Give me a little background on this person.
Her name is Panther Sugar Mama, and she likes to fuck young niggas. And no, I don't have her information on read. I can hear it on the tip of your fucking tongue.
That was my next question.
Now, she's offering money to have sex with young niggas. Like,
yep.
Well, I mean, like, where did this come from? Like, it's like, is she like well known for this, or this is just something that just popped up and found out?
Oh no, she saw this nigga and was like, "I want you." She's kind of like Tag the Sponsor, but for women. So if you don't know, well, probably none of y'all know. Tag the Sponsor is basically. Yeah, she's a woman that knows what she wants. But basically, Tag the Sponsor is a loose collective of guys who basically pay Instagram models to have sex to show you that your favorite Instagram model is only a couple bands away from being your favorite Instagram thotty. But for Panther Sugar Mama, she likes doing this for men. So she does the woman equivalent, where she just finds young niggas that she finds to be attractive and starts offering them money until they agree to have sex. And those numbers for men tend to be way lower than the numbers for women. But what should he do, Lady Godiva? Should he go see Pantha Sugar Mama?
He's doing what?
He wants to marry his girl, and he loves her. But Pantha Sugar Mama's offering bands to come see her, and even more if they have intercourse. What should this man do?
You should tell his girl.
Yeah, he should tell her. She'll probably be down.
Depends on how much money we talking about.
Yeah.
Let's say we're talking 10 G's.
Yeah,
Nigga, you live in poverty.
He better go on up there and see what Miss Sugar Mama talking about. Go
because
on.
Dick ain't
Do y'all
value
need
like
me
that.
to come record?
Yeah.
Sign some papers? What do you need me to come play some music for y'all? What do you need?
Shit, she'll join in for 10 bands.
You're doing the R. Reed equivalent of trying to pimp this man. You're not even involved.
Hey,
but you're like,
weddings are expensive.
I can be
weddings are
involved.
expensive.
Does she need a friend? She need a back rub? What does she need? Like what she need you to do? Like how can I assist you in assisting her?
See, he can get her a real blue box. I told her I'm gonna put it in the Kraft macaroni box. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get her a real
Kraft
blue
macaroni box.
Kraft macaroni box.
Yeah, wait, you talking about the one that got the clear see-through thing on the front of it?
Nah.
Yeah.
We were talking about Tiffany, but now we're gonna, you know what I'm saying? Now we can actually talk about Tiffany instead of Kraft. It came in the blue box. That's how you know a nigga really like a girl.
I mean, perhaps.
I mean, if he got it, I wouldn't do it. I'm with you, Riker, but all these girls like diamonds.
So, I mean, what's your take on it? Because I didn't hear a
me?
lot of what you guys said.
I think you should.
Arms. I don't know who is who. I'm sorry, I'm still trying to catch on.
Hold on. You got Riker, you got Armstead, and you got Reed. Or R. Reed, aka Enchilada. Shout it. Me and you
like
on
you
the
want
same
to be
page,
found.
so we know we
Armstead.
Armstead was already fucking the Sugar Mama. He don't give a fuck.
First of all, I would definitely have said something.
To who?
Damn.
So
to your girl?
You would
No, to the Sugar Mama. I'm on the way.
And I was not fucking the Sugar Mama. What you talking about?
No, I'm saying in this situation.
In this situation.
Oh, what you're saying is in this situation, I probably have already been fucking the Sugar Mama.
I mean, probably, but that's not what we're talking about right now. I'm saying you would have been like, you said you would have said something. I was like, yeah, you would have said you on the way.
Yeah.
To fuck the Sugar Mama. And he gonna keep the 10 bands and keep the girl. See?
Don't put the words in my mouth. But I ain't saying you wrong, but I ain't saying you right.
I ain't saying you're wrong, but I ain't saying you're right. Okay. All right.
It's so right that it can't be wrong. You know what I mean?
I mean, these bands only make themselves
That's
hands.
what we always got to do. How much would you sell your girl for 10 bands?
I mean, no. Remember, for women, the scale is much higher.
Correct.
So it was
$1
million. That was the
that
pay.
was your number. My number has dropped significantly.
What is it at now?
You could have got it for 25 bands.
All right. Well, we will keep that in mind.
You had $1 million?
Yeah, it was still $1 million for me, because remember, it was the scenario before was a rich benefactor comes up to you and your wife and is like, "Hey, man, I will pay you $1 million to sleep with your wife." And in the Louds Boys, like Anthony said, I can't have nobody fucking my wife. But Enrique and Dupree were like, so do I pick her up at 8 a.m. or you gonna have her delivered back to the crib?
See, my first question was, y'all doing protected, right? And she's sucking your dick.
Yeah, you were more so about doing that. They were just like, "Honey, I will see you in the morning. We'll have such a great time. We need half up front. I'm just taking this right here, baby. I'm gonna put this in the bank."
Was
right
that
now,
Enrique? Enrico said no.
My question
No.
is this: after
Enrique.
all that is done, how would y'all look at your spouse? Like, would you
Bro,
see
she's no virgin. Who cares?
I would look at her the same way I was looking at her before, only now I love her more because we made this bread together. You know what you can do with $1 million tax free? Because we ain't claiming this shit. We're gonna say this guy wrote
10 bands, nigga, for real. Just you could do a lot with 10 bands. I know you in a whole different tax bracket, but 10 bands still is a lot.
Exactly.
Niggas don't work all year. I ain't got that in the fast food industry.
Exactly. Niggas been making overtime this whole time and still haven't made 10 bands.
You thought your ass was essential to the cog of communism. I mean, I'm sorry, capitalism.
Exactly. You got that late stage capitalism fever. But to go back, Ari, no, Enrique and Dupree were the ones saying that they would pick up their wife in the morning. Anthony's the one who was like, no, you can't fuck my bitch. You can't fuck my bitch. But for the second one, again, dealing with marriage. A man loves his girl and wants to marry her. He rents a yacht, brings together all of his friends and her friends, party, they're having a good time. He decides that it's time to propose, gets on one knee, and his friend, who he has given his ring, decides to do a showy throw of the ring, ends up throwing it off of the boat and ends up in the water. A different friend goes and dives in to try to find the ring. 2 questions. Should this man get his ass whooped if the ring can't be found? And secondly, is he still invited to the wedding?
He's got to buy another ring.
No, you don't. We could be buying 401ks and all this kind of stuff for our future.
Please.
We could.
I mean, you said he did it on accident, right?
Yeah, he did it on accident, but he didn't have to be showy ass but showy.
How do you accidentally throw a ring over into the water?
Oh, you just tried to be a showy asshole because you wanted to do a really cool catch because you knew it was going to be videotaped, and instead you got people videotaping your failure.
That's y'all got to answer this one. I don't know. He got to get his ass beat.
We're gonna walk out with a fake Walmart ring.
I think the nigga's got to get his ass beat. I think he's got to get, even though he's going to have to pay for it, he's going to have to get his ass beat.
Yeah, he's got to pay for it, and he's going to get his ass beat.
I don't want my ring to be over a certain amount, so it don't really matter. It depends. I don't know.
Well, I still think
about your ring. We talking about the girl ring.
Exactly. That's the problem here. If this was something where it was like he took the ring that you were going to give her for your vows, your gold band, that's nothing. It's $100.
Right.
But if he just threw your $4,000 or $8,000 or $10,000 ring,
the price of gold has rose. It's more than $100.
oh, gold bands ain't 100% gold. They're not even 20. They're not even 10% gold. They just gold on the outside because that's where it matters.
Plated.
Exactly. It's just plated. Just plated well. But you're right. Sorry, the $200 gold ring. $200 gold ring. That ain't nothing. But yeah, if you throw an engagement ring, I'm sorry, then you gotta get your ass. It's not that we want to do this to you. It's that, nigga, you don't have to do this. Like, you didn't have to throw the ring that goddamn hard. You could have just do it a simple toss. But instead, you want to do some
episode. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where he threw an overhand and then he's supposed to throw an underhand. It was some keys. That's a very funny episode. It's called Boat Trip or Guys by a Boat. The guys.
Is this the one with the implication?
Yeah.
I knew it was going to be the one with the implication because it's always the implication. But keys would be way easier to find than a ring.
Oh, he threw them in the ocean.
Yeah, but keys would be way easier to find than a ring.
I guess.
Because they're for the most part, they're just gonna go down. That ring, that bad boy is moving and grooving.
Before it go down, it'll go down.
Exactly.
Maybe.
Yeah, it'll go down, but it's gonna take quite some time. All right. Well, in our last segment here, this or that, which group of people do Black people have more in common with? Country bumpkins or people who came here for a better life?
Country bumpkins.
Country bumpkins.
Country bumpkins.
Yep. It's got to be country bumpkins. I mean, we're both very conservative. I mean, we don't agree on racism, but we agree on America fucking us over. I mean, that's enough to have a conversation with right there. Number 2, which is a bigger green flag when you come to a woman or place or house for the first time? A
green
woman
flag
who
or red flag?
Green.
As in go.
Green is in go. Green is in yes. Give me the green light. John Lynch. A woman who has already set the table, or a woman who shows you around her place and says the mood lighting in her bedroom is bomb.
Huh?
Which is a bigger green flag, Armstead and Lady Godiva? A woman who already has a table set when you arrive, or a woman who shows you around her place and says the mood lighting in her bedroom is bomb? I am going for the table that is already set. Because anytime somebody sets the table, they not trying to have you go nowhere. Because a lot of times people make you food and they'll let you sit down at the table. But if somebody's setting the table, that means they want you to be there for them. And we know what happens when two single people are in the same vicinity and things are going well.
Lady Godiva, quick question.
Mhm.
When you are in a position, I'm assuming you're a straight woman. When you are in a position and you want to have intercourse with a male, has it ever been a point where a nigga said no?
Ooh. Once.
Wow, I just wonder, like, because I know women don't deal well with rejection, so I just like a dude always gonna be like, I'm ready to go. Like, I know her for 2 hours. Let's go. I'm like, you fucking idiot. So I'm wondering, like, how does no work? Is it weird after that, like, or
I mean, it's always weird after one
Yeah.
party says something.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit weird, but it depends on the situation, really.
did it
My
happen
one,
eventually?
no,
Oh, wow.
it was just
Oof.
it was a different kind of situation. I don't really want to get into it, but like
No, you don't have to do that.
majority of the time,
Then don't do it.
it's never no. Like dudes don't really
Yeah,
ever
how
say
does a dude like? I know, like, how does a female know to like? How do you tell a dude? Because I always wonder, like, those hints when you know. I'm like, how do you know?
how do you know what?
How do
Like
you know that a girl is trying to lead you
to that
to
a
to
bit
the
more
direction of
intercourse.
things are going down
Bang, bang,
tonight?
bang.
How do you You just know, like you gotta pay attention to the signs. Like, what is she
See,
wearing? I mean, how is
niggas
she
are
looking?
blind like
How
Stevie
close is
Wonder.
she? Like, I don't understand. I mean,
Okay, listen to
I,
this.
I
This is why.
understand, but I don't know how niggas don't understand. Like when
Oh,
a
I'm
woman
somebody
says,
who would not get it.
"Oh, okay, poor thing."
Like that's why I'm
He
like,
is.
how
That's
would
why
you?
he's trying to get you to help him out. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Not
Tell your
necessarily
story,
me,
Henri.
but like, how would you know if you know?
No, you gotta pay attention to the nonverbal communication. Like, you
See,
gotta,
that don't mean
70% of
anything.
all communicate. No, that's 70% of human communication.
See,
yeah.
dude's easy. He just pull his dick out. Like
No,
girls,
no, don't do that. Don't,
what?
don't do
Also, yeah, you should not do that. That's a bad.
What?
Don't ever don't ever do that.
That's not how. Again, the thing is in the subtitles, Ari. It's in the things that you do or don't say. Like
I don't know, bro.
back.
I'm betting 90% with that one, bro.
Really? Alcohol?
I mean, alcohol doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be a yes, but what one of the things I find is that a lot of times if a woman follows you back to your place, like after a bar, these are all pre-corona, then
Yeah.
generally speaking, that's her telling you that things are going to whatever. Especially if she starts watching some boring ass TV show with you, sir, she could have watched cable at her own place. She
Right.
wants
Yeah,
things to
Netflix and
progress.
chill.
Or if she invites you to her place, or she
Exactly.
asks to want to see you for some certain reason in a private area, or it's just so many things you could do. What she offers you, how she treats you, if you're paying attention.
Oh, God. Okay, never mind. So pulling your dick out doesn't work. I told you I'm betting a good 90% with that one. So I'm
Don't
just
do
You're
respect
that.
my
damn
methodology.
Batting 90% with hoes is not the same thing as batting 90% with regular women.
A home run
And
is a
that is
home
not
run, bro. A home run is a home run.
home run is a home run. He right.
I don't care if
getting a
it go
home
over the
run.
fence or it's
Getting a home
inside the
run at
cage.
a little league game is not the same as getting a
Yes,
home
it is.
run with
So don't
actual
tease me,
people.
man.
Absolutely terrible, Ari. Absolutely terrible. All right, fine. You know what? What is a worse? What is a
Bro,
worse feeling? Having to help somebody while they are sick and coughing over the place, or helping someone who is a non-talker?
I'm a
What was the
non-talker.
first one?
Helping someone who's sick and coughing all over the place.
Pre-corona or after corona?
Pre-corona, obviously.
You know,
Not in post-corona, it would have been like, "Oh, you coughing? Nah, you can go."
nah, get the fuck away from me.
Exactly.
Mm-mm.
You on your own?
Exactly. But pre-corona, I definitely think that the person who is the non-talker, because like if I'm trying to help you, bro, and you like, yeah, man, my taxes is this, I'm gonna be like, you motherfucker, I need to know what happened with all your stuff. Oh, we'll see,
You know, a little bit
and
of
then like
this,
you
a little
trail
bit of
off.
that.
Exactly. Like a nigga say some stupid shit like, I'm like, all right, dog, you gotta go. But you was gonna help me with my taxes. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. You've already failed.
Okay, bro, I stole, bro, and it ain't gonna work no more.
Exactly. Just say that it ain't gonna work, and let's move on with our lives. But you,
Refund check with $415 million. You ain't say that? Nah, nigga, I was paid.
Nah.
You don't think you should have sent that money back? Would you send it back?
I mean, I'm not saying I would have sent all of it back, but I wouldn't have claimed no goddamn 115 million. Acting like the IRS was just gonna look over that. But Armstead, who you gonna help? You gonna help the cougher or you gonna help the non-talker?
I'm gonna help the Jones.
Yeah, you are. What about you, Lady Godiva?
I'm in the healthcare field. I'll help the cougher. They
Are
might
you in the
get hurt.
healthcare field?
Yeah.
That's nice.
I'm not into helping people figure out what they don't know. Like if you don't know, you don't know. I'm not a teacher.
Damn.
Okay, as long as you're not a
Teach you
corona.
how to talk. No, as long as if
Yeah,
they
stay
have
away from those
corona,
people because
they need not come to my facility.
Okay.
If you're having any symptoms of COVID, please cancel this appointment. Have a great day.
You know they say that for everybody, but I'd be like, how would I know I have it unless I actually know I have it? So I'm just gonna go into this place anyway.
What he's saying is if he never gets tested, he can never have it.
Correct.
No. If you
So
have
like
symptoms,
STDs.
no.
I mean, I think it's the opposite of STDs, but you know.
Oh my God. But yeah, I mean, I'm not into like helping people who can't talk, can't communicate with me. There's nothing I can do.
She can't
Is
do
that
nothing
wrong?
for you, man. To quote Flavor Flav.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
You can blame it on the goose, blame it on the henny.
Absolutely terrible.
Classics.
All right. They were for the time. Would you rather own a penthouse in the city or a house on a lake?
City.
I think you did this already.
No. We did something
I don't
similar,
know.
but we didn't put these two against each other. I'm taking penthouse in the city. Sorry.
Yeah. I like to
I'm
look over the city and scream, I am a king.
going with the penthouse as well.
Yeah.
I like the lake, but yeah, unless I need to get out, which if I can afford a penthouse, I can get out either way. So yeah, I'm taking a penthouse.
There's a lot of
Definitely
But
maintenance
just
on the house near the lake anyway.
well, yeah, people forget about the bears and the bees and other
The
shit that you
deer.
got to do. Oh no, you need the deer, need that venison meat, but the bears,
See,
it's not the same thing.
I don't have a problem with any of that. My thing is that the city is got to have a nice gym.
Nigga, you own a
Yeah.
penthouse, you have an
A gym.
entire floor, you can make part of it a goddamn gym.
Yeah, but that means I had to make. I'd rather go
Oh,
to.
you want to see other people? Okay, just say that
Yeah.
it's narcissism that you
Yeah.
have. In which case, you could just ride your little elevator down to the gym where the
First of all,
peons
it's not
work
gonna be an
out.
elevator. Okay, it's not gonna be a little elevator. Okay, I'm gonna take the
Okay,
stairs because I'm a healthy person.
you can take your medium stair. All right, take your stairs all the way down 25
You know
floors
what? I
because
want an
you
elevator
want to
now
be
because
Mr.
you're going
Asshole.
against it.
Oh, now you want an elevator. You're gonna get the elevator either way. You have a penthouse, motherfucker.
Like your attitude.
You ain't gotta like shit.
Blame it on the goose, blame it on the henny.
Exactly. All right. Would you rather fight a killer clown or an urban legend?
Like Precinct Mafia Urban Legends? I can't remember. Oh, like T.I. Urban Legends? There we go.
No, like an actual urban legend, like the Strangler or Enriqueo or the Split Mouth Woman.
I've never
Split
heard of
mouth.
any of these people. What is going on?
Oh,
I
the
don't
Strangler
know.
was one in the 60s. It was basically trying to tell kids that they shouldn't have sex in, different places. Although there was actually a person who was going around killing people who were, you know, getting their rocks off in little parks and things. I forget what the guy's name was, but yeah, he was actually called the something Strangler. I think it was like the Lovelace Strangler or something like that. There was a
Yeah, I
bunch of
want to
them.
fight the clown because the clown ain't nothing but a nigga with makeup on. He probably ain't got no hands because he the clown number one. Anybody ever met a clown with makeup? Well, never mind. Trannies be having hands.
He said, "Who be having hands?"
He said trannies be having ass, which some of them do, some of them don't.
Some of them do, but you be watching them fight.
I mean,
They
look,
always got hands when they fighting a straight dude, according to the internet. But when they fighting a gay dude, they both fight gay. But when they fight straight dudes, they put them fists up. and they got down turned to Floyd Mayweather.
I mean, look, man. If you find it, well, the one time, like that last video that we, that guy got pretty much knocked out cold. He shouldn't have turned around and said anything to that person because that wasn't even like a trans person, or no, that person was just starting the transition. He just had something smart to say, and it's like, bruh, it's 2020. You may not want to talk shit because anybody who ain't wearing a mask probably can whoop your ass. Just saying.
Facts, son. Facts.
But I'm gonna take the urban legend because for split mouth woman especially, like I can beat her ass. She ain't the best. All she got is a pair of scissors.
First off,
And I
you
got
shouldn't be
guns.
hitting no women.
I'm sorry. Any woman who's got a split on the side of her mouth because she cut herself with scissors, that's not a woman anymore. That's an urban legend. Urban legends can get all the hands, all the heat, all the holes, all the bullets. Because I hope she knows I'm coming to a fist fight with a shotgun. And that's gonna be the end of your urban legend. Killer Clown, I don't know, man. Some of them niggas got Pennywise powers, and I ain't trying to find out. I'm gonna take on the urban legend I know. What about you, Armstead?
You get to choose the urban legend you fight, or is it just random?
I mean, if you know an urban legend that you think you could beat, you can do it.
Oh,
Like what urban legend you gonna beat?
beat them all.
With what your arms?
Yeah, these arms, man. But what my thing is while I'm fighting or defending myself or whatever, there's people that I care about there as well, and do I have to protect them too, or am I just having to?
Okay, so what you're saying is, are you having to become All Might, or are you in this fight alone?
Yes.
You are in this fight alone. You don't have to defend anyone else. So if you're really gonna do Plan B, which is run like a little bitch, you can do it in solitude, knowing no one's gonna know.
Well, you gotta be like a little.
Oh, you're gonna do a tactical retreat, as R. Reed would say.
Tactical retreat. Strategic.
Okay.
Strategic retreat.
You're gonna strategically regroup.
There you go.
Okay, as somebody playing Breath of Fire 3, running this doesn't always work. But, that's just wanting to mention the old game that I'm playing right now. And this shit is so hard because random encounter battles and, like, oh, God, old games were tough, man. You kids know nothing about that, man. The random encounter battles, and then you got to go train, so you got to go do some more randoms. I'm just like, oh, shit, this game hard as fuck.
It is. Almost as hard as this next choice, which is the treat that you would want. Pancakes or French toast?
That's not hard. It's always pancakes.
French toast.
No, it's French toast, nigga. What is wrong with you? Who hurt you?
Who likes fucking bread? Nigga, go eat bread if you just want some bread with some fucking egg on it. Pancakes, nigga.
If you want fucking regular people cookies, why don't you just make cookies? All right? We want bread here, okay?
But whatever.
I'm sorry, I make the best pancakes. I gotta go with pancakes.
Oh, girl, you don't have to give me some of them pancakes. You know what I'm saying? Let me get the pancakes.
Wait a minute now.
Said, hold on. She said, I don't give the pancake recipe out except for people who don't say no to me.
I wasn't trying to get the recipe.
You said you can't have the recipe. I mean, the pancakes, that's how she trapped niggas.
No,
that's why she didn't answer the question about urban legends, because she is an urban legend.
No, because I'm not fighting nobody. I'm gonna have one of y'all with me.
I'll push you down and run. I'm just
saying, you might want to watch who you gonna be with, because R.E. will let you die and sing at your eulogy.
I'll be gone before him. I can run now.
Not if he tricks you first. He'll be like, "Hey, what's that over there?"
We'll stand up and fight. We could do this together. Push her ass, run.
Oh my God, you pushed me!
You're not right. Okay.
Push her ass
He's
and
not.
trip her.
Not him. One of y'all. Not our.
Well, that's gonna be you, Armstead, because you know me.
Oh God, Mama.
Armstead will fight for you. That's like if we ever running from a dog. I always grab a nigga so they don't run. We could beat a dog, man. Just a fucking dog.
Exactly.
Don't run, because I ain't risking up. We gonna waste all that damn energy running.
And then we still have to fight.
Mm-hmm.
But
pancakes.
All right, pancakes. All jokes aside,
pancakes
which cast would be more fun to be stuck on our godforsaken island of the last how many ever this or that? The cast of In Living Color or the cast of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
In Living Color, because I'm gonna fuck Hillary.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh,
I think you mean living single.
No, I want to be no women. No, none of the women were really attractive.
Yeah, because in Living Color, I tried to put two comedies
Oh, you
against
did
each
say
other.
living. Oh, you know what? Yeah.
Forgive me, living single.
Well, you know, say you got to think about this. You know, saying Will Smith, was I am. Hey.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
you get
yeah, but
you
this is
get
the cast. You
you
get
get
all of them.
Khadijah, lesbians, they be, she got no hands. And
Yeah, I get that.
you got Cal, who was Kratos for God of War. They changed the voice actor now. Now it's the
Mhm.
guy Talik, I think his
Yeah, but
name
he's
was.
it's a voice actor and actually being the actual person that does it.
Yeah, but this guy was also, you named the nigga in the movie. The other nigga was he was in God of War as a voice, and now the other person, that's cool. He probably had to do some stuff. Urgh, that anger out. And then you got the what's that nigga name? Overton. You know what I'm saying? And you got Maxine Sinclair, and what's the other one name? Maxine Sinclair and Rochelle. What was her name? Rachel Harris. Now,
I think it was Rachel.
but all you got is Uncle Phil and Will and Jeffrey. Like, come on, what you gonna do with them?
You say, I mean, again, these are just people that you're hanging out with. So I mean, between Uncle Will and Jeffrey, one of them is gonna die from being too damn bold. So
You know what? If it's
again, fewer men that need to be whatever. The younger daughter, she gonna grow up a little bit. I mean, I think you're right. I think you're right.
And her name Tatiana Ali. You remember she had a failed singing career?
Damn, you have to put her whole ass career out like that.
I mean, it was basically out there like that, and then it disappeared real fast.
yeah, she came out like one song.
Yep, that was a wrap.
Uh,
In the late 2000s, when everybody was selling albums, Silk the Shocker sold more albums than her.
You are absolute trash.
crickets.
Yep. I think she's alive still, right? I think she's
Yeah,
married
she's
to
still
somebody.
alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
Sometimes,
looks good for her age. I just looked her up. She was born in
yeah.
79.
I
Oh, she
mean,
was on The
someone
Young and the
born.
Restless after that for a couple years.
Oh shit, yeah.
And
Well,
she
I'm
was
glad she
on,
got some regular stuff.
her name was Roxanne on The Young and the Restless. She's 41, bro. That shit crazy. We watched her as a little girl. Roxanne, Roxanne. All
Oh,
she
just
want to do is party all night. Goddamn,
Yeah, exactly,
goddamn.
exactly. I'm
She ain't
glad
been
that
on
you,
nothing lately.
yeah, I'm glad
Well,
you like that
nothing
artist.
relative. Nothing
Well,
relative.
nothing relevant for everything.
Yeah,
But
Fancy Nancy. I'm looking. Jesus and Jingle. Nope. Lifetime movie. Hallmark movie. Nope. Nothing.
exactly. Nothing worthwhile. But gentlemen and lady, do you have any final thoughts for our listeners today? Do you have any final thoughts, Lady Godiva?
No, I appreciate y'all. I was happy joining y'all.
Well, thanks. We are happy to have you. Stop in anytime. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see y'all again next week.